For those of you who are familiar with Trello, I think that I've created something, an automation that should really improve the ability for your team members to manage their leads through the pipeline, particularly when you have leads that you're moving through the pipeline and they may get stalled at you haven't reached them yet by phone, or you've reached them but you haven't made an appointment yet, or you've made an appointment, they haven't signed as a client yet, etc., etc. As you move them through the pipeline, it becomes increasingly difficult to keep track of them and manage them through the pipeline actively, just because there's no easy way of quickly seeing how many of each lead are how old at each stage of the pipeline. Until now, because I've created an automation for Trello that as each of the leads is created, it automatically populates a card in Trello. So I've created a Trello that has each of these stages of the pipeline I call, for example, a new lead hasn't been touched at all, or a lead's been assigned to a campaign but hasn't been contacted yet. I've managed to reach the lead but haven't pre-qualified them yet. I've pre-qualified them but they haven't become a client yet, etc., etc., etc. So you'll be taking each of these leads, for example, and moving them through the line, dragging them from the next. As you say, contact them, you manage to qualify them. After you qualify them, you sign a client, and so on the pipeline. So each of these leads will be accumulating at the beginning until you address them. So you can quickly see, have I missed anybody? And when you click on the card, you'll see that automatically it's got the name, who it was originally signed to in case you reassign it, their email, their contact. Now, I happen to be using Telnix here for their automatic MMS, so I know which carrier that the lead's phone is using, but you wouldn't know that if you're using Twilio. And then a link directly to the lead's record in Agent Locator. So just to show you, for example, back here, we have Frederick's leads over here, Marissa, and this invalid one that I went through and got rid of, but Danny and Christina. And so, for example, they populate into Fred's pipeline automatically under, well, this is the dummy one I was making for development time. But so Marissa, for example, here has got the link to her record and then her just enough contact details to manage it. And as you contact Marissa and you're able to contact her, pre-qualify her, sign her as a client, start showing properties, make offers, get offers accepted, so and so and so, then you move her card through the line. So if any cards you get lost along the way and you forget to follow up with them, they'll start accumulating at each stage, and you'll very quickly see, if you've got a lot of cards over here, that means that you're falling behind in contacting your leads right away. If you've lost track of a lead, then it's just going to get stuck somewhere along the line here. So I think this is a very efficient way of doing this, and because it's automatically populated by, say, Agent Locator creates this card, and then each client has a card, then it's very easy to see, rather than having to sort a list, have to sort new columns and then resort and all that sort of stuff. All right, guys. So talk to you later.